There's a big win as the United Nations has now come in between the three countries that do not want to maintain the order over who is going to be in Biafran land. Ndị Igbo siri ike, ndị Igbo odogwu, ndị Igbo na-agba mbọ. Mana ife onye ọ na-kwesịrị ịghọta kịta bụ gịnị na ebe a zọnyere ụkwụ, the beautiful heritage of the Igbo people and why Biafra must come to pass is as a result of what? The gimmick, the games, and the productivity. All the same, one for words, words for one. You see, what Simon Eba is doing now is really disturbing the zoo, and they truly know that it is difficult to defeat a young man like this, because no matter how hard they try, whichever way they try to place this negativity, it's all going to fall back to normal. And I can tell you that our freedom is becoming more visible. Everything is making sense. Everything is booming. Everything is in pre-order. So as we ride for freedom and as we push forward, we must understand that the game has changed. And everything is making sense. So, how do we do this? There's a large extent that the United Nations needs to go to settle this once and for all. Biafra has become a nation where everyone would get to see the most important light, the scenario, the waffleness, and what must be merged. So as we push for freedom and try to understand everything the way it is, we must again, without dispute, continue the path of righteousness. And that's what tells us who we are. That's what helps us out in the things that we do. Freedom of expression, freedom that comes with proper reliability, freedom that comes with so much extension, because the path of freedom is what we engage in. So, let's look at this the way it is, because every areas and every possibilities must begin to make sense. This is just the very beginning. The big thing is that everybody's gonna see what they haven't seen for years and understand what they cannot comprehend for years. We're mixing these two things together, and we are gradually telling ourselves the truth that no matter what happens, no matter what goes on, everything will be fixed the way it should. And by practically doing, we would understand that this game is one of its kind. We cannot be thrown aboard or made to deliver what shouldn't be delivered all at the same time. But I want to let you guys know that this victory that we're about to achieve is achievable, and this win that has not been registered will be registered, and for free and for facts, everyone is going to see the light of the day. One good turn deserves another. You see, there are two things that will eventually happen if the British decided to, British government decided to strike on Biafran fighter jets. Last, because say these countries, what they benefit from the zoo very, very big water. A big water. But one of the most interesting facts here is this, that the zoo will continue to make what we call a heavy mistake, that at the end of the day will jeopardize a lot of things about them. So what is going to happen? Two things is going to happen. If the zoo eventually decide that they're going to be in the neck of a naysayer, and that wouldn't be nice, because at the end of the day, everybody will get to see the much exposition that has been laid down. It all started from when the whole room kept mute, when Biafrans were bullied and thrown into a circumference of misunderstanding what is between right and wrong. But I must be very honest with you all, that the game is changing, and everybody is realizing that you cannot continue to play with the emotions of those who are Biafran archives, who understand how the system truly works. You cannot continue to play with a nation that has existed before most of your fathers. And that is the big mistake. Playing with such kind of nation will put you into semi-turnaround. And that's how the game works. So if they eventually decide to disobey the term will call the light at the end of the tunnel, they're going to face it real bad. Real bad. Because everybody is going to be against them. And by the time the world is already against them, just like just like the warning that is coming in now, that they should flee from trying to invade a territory that has done nothing but always cried out that freedom